What achievements has India made in its 78 years since independence? My goddess Palki Sharma shared her conclusions. She released a lengthy and flawed video filled with false information and self-aggrandizement. I know my audience cannot watch the entire video, so I plan to grit my teeth and get through it. But regrettably, I could not finish. I carefully watched Palki's key arguments and quickly skimmed the rest. This 2-hour video is titled, India's Rise from 1947 to 2025, Economy, Army, Tech, Culture, Diplomacy, Space. From the cover and title, it's clear that Palki affirms India's great achievements in multiple areas. We don't deny that India has improved significantly since 1947. However, every country on Earth has progressed since 1947, and India is among the relatively poorer performers, an indisputable fact. Today, India accounts for over half of the world's extreme poor, with many living on less than $2 a day. India's civilization is considered among the greatest, yet its literacy rate ranks last among major global powers, with a stark gap. Compared to East and Southeast Asian countries, Indians' income levels, welfare, healthcare, education, and basic infrastructure lag far behind. India's sanitation is among the worst globally, with filth and stench being common labels from foreign bloggers visiting India. Despite extreme backwardness, Modi and the BJP government continue to boast. They first claimed India would become a $5 trillion economy and a manufacturing powerhouse by 2025, a plan that has clearly failed. Even after Modi twice revised GDP calculations, including cow and sheep dung in GDP, India's GDP is only around $4 trillion. The goal of becoming a developed nation by 2047 is unverifiable. Given India's current state, its existence in 2047 is uncertain. At the very least, India's per capita GDP remains lower than Bangladesh and many African countries. How can they be so shameless? Is the threshold for developed nations that low? India claims to be the world's third military power, but its army's equipment is outdated, and its weapon systems are a chaotic mix from Russia, Israel, the US, France, and others. Indigenous weapons like the Tejas fighter, Arjun tank, Arahant submarine, Dhruv helicopter, and Vikrant aircraft carrier are practically jokes in human military history. Hindustan Aeronautics Limited is notorious in the industry as the widow maker, with crash rates soaring for aircraft it maintains. India's defense industry cannot even produce a reliable rifle. The INSA's rifle, developed over decades, is infamous for poor stability, jamming, and barrel deformation, leading the Indian Army to halt its procurement. In 1962, India provoked China, and its elite troops were routed by Chinese border forces. All heavy equipment was lost during the retreat, brigade commanders were killed or captured, and soldiers fled in disarray, many surrendering without resistance. China captured numerous prisoners. In panic, Nehru sought protection from the Soviet Union and the US. The US naval carrier group approached India to back it, and the Soviet Union pressured China, leading to a Chinese ceasefire. At the time, China had just endured 3 years of famine, with border troops undersupplied, yet they still crushed India's so-called elite forces. This war left India resentful, so Modi, elected on Hindu extremism and a hardline stance, repeatedly provoked China. In 2020, the China and India clash in the Galwan Valley occurred, after which Indian media claimed a great victory. However, China released extensive photos and videos. Yes, you read that right. 60 years later, Bharat Empire soldiers' tendency to surrender remains unchanged. With numerical superiority, the Indian Army ambushed a small Chinese unit, hoping to score a quick win for propaganda. Instead, Chinese forces swiftly counterattacked, and the Indian Army collapsed instantly, fleeing in the dark, with many soldiers falling into the valley, injured or drowned. Unlike India's fabricated media, the Chinese military provided photos and videos. You can find plenty on YouTube by searching in Chinese. I saved some viewing records at the time, so I have some material. Speaking of the Bharat Empire's army, It's truly remarkable. After losing a battle, the nation celebrates for 10 days. Trump claimed India lost 5 aircraft in a conflict with a major power. Yet months later, they announced Pakistan lost 5 aircraft, as if it had nothing to do with them. Pakistan's military demanded both sides disclose aircraft inventories for third-party verification, but India chose silence and deflection. Earlier, when their aircraft was shot down, they vehemently denied it until Pakistan displayed the captured pilot, who praised Pakistan's T. These are the military achievements of the Bharat Empire, the capital Palki boasts about. Turning to technology, in fields like new energy, AI, 5G, and chips, whatever you can think of, the Bharat Empire boasts about it. I'm genuinely curious. I want to ask Indians, does India have a leading electric vehicle company? A reliable battery company? Beyond low-end components like tires and seats, what car parts can Indian companies produce? Can they make engines, transmissions, motors, or electronic control systems? Does India have any AI large language models? Apart from scams involving humans posing as AI, has India made any headlines in the AI revolution? As for 5G, does India have any 5G patents or products? Without equipment from Chinese companies like Huawei and ZTE, can your 5G network function? Chips are even more laughable. Does India have a single chip factory? What chip products does India have? Name one. Cow dung chips. In culture, I don't want to criticize Palki, but let me state a simple reality to silence her. The Bollywood she's so proud of has a yearly box office lower than a single Chinese film, Neza 2, this year. She should stop boasting immediately. As for games and sports, don't even start. A nation of 1.4 billion can't win a single Olympic gold medal. I don't understand why she included sports on the cover. Isn't Indian sports embarrassing enough? Is there a country on earth more humiliating in sports? In diplomacy, India's jokes are endless. Due to the length of the video, I won't comment much, but I'll say this. India doesn't follow a non-aligned or multi-aligned path, but a stray dog policy. It supports whoever offers more food or wields a bigger stick. In the India-Pakistan air conflict, no country globally supported India, while Pakistan received firm backing from China, Turkey, and others, who openly supplied weapons. Modi's Imagine Master, the US, saw its president and vice president repeatedly humiliate India. I don't want to revisit these events. Truly, the Bharat Empire is a global orphan. As a double-headed snake, you've reached a dead end. Stop boasting about BRICS and Global South unity. The biggest traitor in the Global South is you. Don't think that just because the West abandoned you, the Global South will accept you. Lastly, on space technology, new viewers can check my videos on India's space program in the India playlist. India's space program is full of fabrication and boasting. Its so-called Mars mission, lunar South Pole landing, and space docking lack any evidence. Even satellite docking so close to Earth has no videos or photos, let alone live broadcasts. Yes, I predicted last year that India's space program would struggle because it boasts too much. Now, with tasks in low Earth orbit, other countries can monitor them. Sure enough, India not only faked space docking without live broadcasts or photos, but 2 satellite launches this year failed. India's navigation system, with 11 satellites, has only 5 still functioning. Yet this country constantly claims to have joined the space superpower club, which is nauseating. In fact, Palki's video has so much to critique that I might make another episode tomorrow to break it down. In this 2-hour video, lies make up 90%, full of logical flaws. Yet this doesn't stop Indians from commenting below with greatness, excitement, pride, and Jai Hind. Oh, the Bharat Empire is truly magical.